Hi everyone, welcome to your reading for Friday, June 26th. Your affirmation for today is, I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a loving, prosperous life. For our reading today, I decided to use one card from the Archangel Oracle cards, one card from the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards, and one card from the Whispers of Love. So let's start with our first card for today. You are safe. Archangel Michael says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So with this card, I think that a lot of people are probably going through a really difficult time when it comes to your love life. I feel like some people may be worried about what is going to happen if they're going to be with the person that they really want to be with. And they might be wondering what is going to happen if they suddenly break up with their partner. How will they pay their bills? How will they be able to live life in the way that they are accustomed to? I feel like there might be fears regarding some of you who are single. You might be wondering why you're still single, if you're ever going to meet anyone. There could be a number of different worries and fears for you watching regarding your love life. But I feel like your fears are the enemy here, because I don't think that things are really going to be as bad as a lot of you are fearing. And if you're single, it might just be to protect you from being with the wrong person. Or if you find that you begin a relationship with someone and all of a sudden you learn something about that person that you never knew before, or that person breaks your heart, or you just decide to separate from that person, I feel like it is all because they are probably not the person that you're meant to be with, and you might be being spared from getting in too deep emotionally with this person. But just know that the angels are protecting you and they are keeping you safe. So if you have any financial worries, I feel like you're also being protected. And you may not understand the reason why certain things are happening the way that they are in life, but I feel like this card is letting you know that there is a higher purpose behind this. There's a higher purpose behind whatever you're going through. And I feel like Archangel Michael is just trying to get you not to worry so much, because I feel like they see something that you don't. Remember that their perspective, their whole perception is so much greater than ours. We cannot see everything. And the next card says, appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. And so I feel like, again, this goes back to what I was saying, that there is a higher purpose for whatever you're going through in life. And if you can look at this girl here in the image, it looks like she's holding a seashell. And within that seashell is a whole new world. So she's discovering things about life. She's discovering things about herself that I feel will help to change how she interacts with her partner in a relationship. I feel like this is going to give her a new perspective, so that when she does meet someone, that she'll be able to use this new perspective and this new life experience to help enrich her relationship. Sometimes when you're with people, it may not necessarily be the right time. Sometimes you could be with the right person, but again, if it's the wrong time, then the relationship just is not going to work out. So sometimes we have to move away from these people in order to learn, in order to grow, in order to experience. And then we can come back after we've had those experiences and apply all of this knowledge and all of this experience, everything that we've learned about ourselves, about life. And sometimes that is the secret ingredient. Sometimes that is what was missing previously. For those of you who have moved apart from people and are hoping to reunite, sometimes you have to learn things and experience before you can come back in order to make that relationship successful. But there is beauty in this present moment, especially for those of you who are single, because when you become involved in a relationship with someone, when you settle down, when you have children, your entire life changes. You don't have the freedom anymore that you once did, because all of your decisions have to be dependent on the other person that you're with. You have to think about your children. But when you're single, you are free to take chances. You are free to experience things. You're free to explore and to learn all of these things about yourself and about life that you might not necessarily have been able to learn before or experience when you're in a relationship. So there's beauty in this present moment, and they're just asking you to take a step back, as the third card is saying, so that you can kind of see the situation from a higher perspective, and you'll have a better understanding of why things are the way that they are, why you're single right now, why you're having troubles in your relationship. It doesn't mean that you're never going to find anyone. I feel like, again, that Archangel Michael is just keeping you safe. He's protecting you from being with the wrong people at the wrong time, or he's moving you away from people who are not part of your path, people who will break your heart, people who will disappoint you, people who are just not good enough for you. Because there is someone for all of you who are watching this video. But I feel like that is going to happen in divine timing. So going back to the take a step back card, I feel like this card is asking you to look at things from a higher perspective. This card might be asking you to take some time to really reflect before moving too quickly in your relationship, before making a decision. I feel like this card might also be asking you to just surrender, to let go, and to not try to control things. Because this situation, wherever you are in your love life right now, I feel like there's a higher purpose for what you're going through. If you're single, if you're in a relationship that's happy or struggling, I feel like there is a higher purpose for everything. And once you're able to step back and just view it from a higher perspective and not feel like you have to control every aspect of your life, I feel like that is when you'll start to notice things come together for you. That is when you'll start to see why things are happening the way that they are. And when you begin to trust Spirit to take care of you, and trust them that they know what they're doing, that they're leading you to the right people at the right time, then you won't be in a place where you're stressing so much and where you're fearful. Because I feel like regardless of what you're struggling with, whether it's you're just worried about your partner because you love them so much, or you're struggling with something financial or emotional, I feel like Archangel Michael is telling you that everything is going to be okay. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you all, and I'll see you on Saturday.